Hey guys, it's Anne, and today we have a viewer tour from Yvonne's house. She has a YouTube channel called GingerChickRehab, also an Instagram account and a Facebook page. So she wanted to share her cute little farmhouse with us, and we are very thankful. So enjoy.
So our home is not old. We built it in 1998, but I do love the farmhouse and I do love primitive, so I kind of mix it throughout my house. I love to thrift and I love to antique, so the nice thing about your homes is just a collection of places that you've been and things that you love. So we just newly painted our walkout basement this gray color. It just gave it a little bit more bright and airy and showed off, I think, these pieces just wonderful between the farmhouse and the vintage primitive. I have always been a collector of primitive and just kind of got into the light and airy of the farmhouse. And I just absolutely love mixing the two together. Now that my kids have graduated from high school or in college, I have more time to spend doing things in my home. And so I started thrifting and I started flipping furniture and odds and ends. So a lot of these pieces are thrifted in collections that I have made or my husband has made. So this bench is one of the items that we repurposed from thrifting, and we recovered it and painted it, and we will be selling it in our retail booth. I just love these happy little vignettes all over my house on these cute little pieces of furniture. I love the bright and airy, and you just see touches of things that I love. I love wood and I love white and I love ironstone and I love the old dark wood. And I love these little creamers. I can't pass up a little creamer. This is where I say that the primitive and the farmhouse just go together. The light area of the farmhouse and the dark and the old primitive antiques just go so well together. And there's just something so satisfying about getting to redecorate your house. It just makes you happy. And having a retail booth kind of gives me, I can always upcycle or go and say, oh, I don't want to sell that now. I want to put that here. Like this vintage cheese plate mouse. I bought him to sell, but I cleaned him up and I loved him and kept him. And then finding other uses for like spice racks or to hide candy in your jars. And I love using crockery for my utensils and the old bread boxes. So any signs that you see throughout my house, I have made myself. I love to pick up old wood and make signs. And I thought this was a nice way to display this large rolling pin. And I love this vignette on the top of my refrigerator. And this is the happy little mirror as you enter from our garage. And this is where I get to display my brown crockery and my rusted stars and this beautiful hutch that my in-laws gave us as a wedding gift. And nothing says farmhouse like a tiered tray, but I love sticking my vintage items in it along with my thrifted creamers. This is definitely a nice way to display your little vintage items. I love this ginormous shelf behind our couch that my husband made out of pallet wood with all my thrifted items. And then I always have these cute little swans that I've had for years, and they sit on a table that he made behind our sofa. And then instead of an entertainment center, he did this pallet wall with floating shelves also, so I could display some more of my vintage goods. I just love the simplicity of grain sacking, so I love to make these throw pillows and reupholster that way. And then I love my collection of crocks and spools on this pallet. Accent wall. And this old chest gets repurposed as a side table. And I just love, like I said, all these little vignettes, all these little happy places that you get to look at and change out. And then we make these cute little decor risers so they make a nice little vignette. So we finish off this tour in the landing of my upstairs where I have some of my other thrifted items on this bookshelf that my husband made. It's just a nice collection of just some vintage and some farmhouse. Thank you, Anna, for so much for letting us share our homes with everybody. This has been a nice way to break up this quarantine and get to enjoy people's and share our decorating ideas.